Good morning. You're listening to WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and Oak Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by Oak Quinn and Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Here we are on this first day of May. And Bob, big game this afternoon at 4 o'clock at Howard Bowarn Field.
Yep, game 2 of the series set for today at 4 o'clock. Just a reminder, school's in session, so Principal Jamie Ellis remind everybody James E. Bacon has their bus line forming in the back of James E. Bacon Gym, so they're asking spectators to enter by coming down 11th Street instead of coming down the service road from Sunset Boulevard. So you want to avoid all that congestion with that bus line, but they state the bus line will be over by 3:10 this afternoon. So
yeah, something about entering from JC Stadium around that area, back that way.
It says enter from. I don't understand what they mean by enter from JC Stadium. He says come down 11th Street instead of coming service road. So I don't understand the entrance from JC. I mean, JC Stadium's right next to the ballpark, so
right.
I mean, that's that service. I mean, that's the road right next to. I
don't know. When you get there, you'll find out.
I'm confused. So yeah. I don't understand. I said I get lost on Cherry Street.
Bob lives in a state of confusion.
Yeah, but that's the announcement anyway. So just to remind, but you come after 3:10, there shouldn't be a problem because they said the bus line will be done by 3:10. So
right.
The game's at 4 o'clock. So don't know how Perry's fans are going to get that information because they get a lot of fans that are at that ballpark on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there'll be officers there, someone there showing them where the park and directing traffic and that kind of stuff to keep the kids safe there on the bus line and also keep the spectators safe going into the stadium there or into the park. Howard Bowarn Field today, 4 o'clock, first game. Wayne County wins that game. They get to play another.
All right, and they'll empty the stadium and make sure everybody pays their $7 admission because GHSA wants their money. So, again, that's GHSA. So if you have any complaints, just don't take it out on the local folks there at the gate.
Well, you expect to pay for the game. This game you don't pay. The first game at 4 o'clock you don't pay.
Right,
because you'd already paid on Saturday.
Already paid on Saturday.
You already paid on Saturday. All right, so you already had that for Saturday. So anybody can just walk into the game at 4 o'clock. And then the third game, Wayne County gets a piece of the pie, Perry High School gets a piece of the pie, and then a piece of the pie goes to the Georgia, to the high school association there. So it's just the normal routine there. So you leave and you come back in if Wayne County wins. So let's hope that happens. Let's hope that Wayne County wins and people have to go out and come back in. And that means we get a chance to move on to the third round of state playoff action.
We'll just say when Wayne County wins, they'll empty the stadium for Game 3.
That's right. Wayne County win. So wear the golden, white, and black and yellow and cheer those Jackets on the victory. If you can't make it, we'll have all the action for you right here on 105.5 FM, beginning at 3:50 with the pregame, and then we'll stream it also live down our website at bigdogcountry.com, bigdogcountry.com. Just click on live stream in the game, and hopefully games will be there this afternoon.
Looking forward to it. Should be fun. That rain was a mess Saturday.
Boy, wasn't it something else, man?
Hail, rain, a lot of hail on my car Saturday to leave that ballpark.
Oh, was there? Yeah, we heard there was some in town because Saturday afternoon, Leanne was here, the office manager, and her boyfriend was here. Brian were here at the station. She was working on some stuff, and her son. I'm not sure if they talked or it's text message, but saying that his house was being held on, and it's right across there from the old high school, and that's where he lives, so it's being held on. And when we were looking out the front window here on Saturday afternoon, we saw lightning. I mean, at the moment, it struck across the street and hit a tree. You got to see the purples and the reds and the yellows and the oranges. Just bam, just blew that tree to smithereens. I'm glad it hit across the street on Highway 84 here at the radio station. Leanne was standing there looking out the window, and I just happened to be just one of those moments you wish you'd have had the camera running. You really did. But who thinks that lightning's going to hit? Because it really wasn't that stormy at that time. It was just kind of drizzling at that time. And it struck across the street. She jumped back about 2 feet from the window, which I don't blame her. I wasn't as close as she was. And it struck across the street. It destroyed what it hit. You ever seen just lightning? I mean, I've never seen it just hit just like that, just no more than 20 yards away, just bam, and all those colors that you see come from it it would have destroyed anything it would have hit. It destroyed that tree. But, we did get that heavy rain on Saturday, so second game today at Howard Bo Warren Field. Doubleheader is set up for if Wayne County wins that first game. And speaking of rainouts, boy, the Braves had trouble playing the Mets over the weekend with rainouts, didn't they?
Everything got washed out for the Braves. They got a doubleheader days.
I mean, they didn't get to play Saturday or Sunday, but they do have a doubleheader today. They had today's game at 1:10. That was regularly scheduled. They were regularly scheduled to play the Mets today at 1:10. They're in New York City. And so we'll have that game for everyone today, beginning with the leadoff show at 11:55 this morning, right around 12 noon leadoff show, and then first pitch at 1:10. And as quick as these games have been going lately in pro baseball, hopefully it'll be over by the time that we go into the Wayne County game at 3:50. If not, we'll just stop the Braves and go right into Wayne County and keep people updated on the Braves score. But we'll start with that Braves game at right around 12 noon right here on 105.5 FM. Don't know about the second game. We'll see what happens with it. We'll be able to get that in. And good old Stetson Bennett got picked, Bob.
Round 4, a lot higher than a lot of people anticipated.
That's right.
So, happy for him. But don't listen to any of these AM 1370 talk shows because they just continue to crush the pick. They can't give the kid any credit whatsoever. Just amazing.
Look at his hand, folks. 2 national championship rings.
I just don't understand
15-0 last year.
They're still. I mean, they take every pot shot of that kid. I hope he doesn't listen to this radio or TV.
Well, you know what it's done for him through this year is put that chip on his shoulder and given him the motivation to play as good as he does.
But he still has that. He needs to get rid of it, like I said.
No, it gives him an edge, Bob. He didn't. He's got to watch his PR a lot better now that he's in pros. Got to watch that PR a lot better because a lot of eyes on you now. But look who he's got to mentor him, though, Bob.
Right, he's in a great spot too because Matthew Stafford's the only quarterback they have under contract. So I mean, he's definitely going to be the backup, and he's in a great spot with Sean McVay, great coach. The GM loved him. The GM made a comment. He thought he was the best quarterback in the draft. So, I mean, GM's real high on him. So, He's going to a great place. Plus, he's in Hollywood. They can write this movie script right there.
The movie script right there. They got the source right there.
Yeah, when he's done practice, he just walks over to the right. Because that's going to be a made for,
it's got to be a Netflix movie or something like that. I mean,
it's a way better story than Rudy. Rudy got in one play. Come on, Stetson won 2 national championships. It's a
walk-on. Told by the coach in preseason that summer, you're not going to play.
Right.
And he did.
Told time and time again he wasn't going to play. Wasn't good enough. So
won that first national championship and came back and won it again.
29-3 is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good considering the level of competition you play.
I'm just happy. Like I said, it was nice to see him go that high. Fourth round's nice.
And then you've got a good
guy.
A good
location, going to the Rams with the former Georgia quarterback Matthew Stafford to mentor him. So it's good.
You got a good mentor there. Matthew Stafford's got it together there, and a lot of talent. Knows the inner workings of NFL, and especially when it comes to how to the public relations and so forth like that. So he should be a great mentor on and off the field for Stetson Bennett. And I saw a clip this weekend of after the national championship game of Matthew Stafford hugging Stetson Bennett, shaking his hand and hugging him in the tunnel going back to the locker room, and then stopping and having some pictures taken. And so they've already got that connection. They know each other. Of course, they got the heritage of UGA. So this is a great place for Stetson Bennett to go to, having Matthew Stafford as his mentor.
We gotta get one of these Georgia-Delphia T-shirts.
Georgia-Delphia?
Yeah, I mean, they're selling them in Philadelphia. They got every Georgia defensive player the last 2 years, and they got 3 this year, 2 last year. So
they got 5 defensive players. Anybody else from Georgia? Didn't you say there was someone else?
Well, they got DeAndre Swift, the running back.
The running back. Yeah, so that's 6.
But it was funny watching when they selected Nolan Smith. Apparently, the GM from Philadelphia is a Florida Gator graduate. And he said, man, this is just killing me to pick all these Georgia players. And Nolan Smith says, you want to win, though. But if you look at Philadelphia, they got all Georgia defensive players and all Alabama's offensive players. I mean, it's like they got the Alabama offense and the Georgia defense. They must pay attention to college football. They like to win in Philadelphia.
Oh, boy.
But
it's going to be hard to pull against Philadelphia now.
I mean, it
really is.
I mean, they got all the Georgia players on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that was amazing. Three Georgia defensive players go this year, 2 last year, and then they go and trade for DeAndre Swift. So they got 6 Georgia Bulldogs on there. Plus, they just won the Super Bowl last year. So, I mean, it's the rich get richer.
Yeah, and just as great that last year,
well, they
Georgia.
Played I'm sorry, they didn't win it. They played for the Super Bowl.
They played for it because Kansas City won.
Bowl,
yeah,
right. Kansas City won the Super Bowl.
Georgia had 15 players selected last year in the draft. This year, 10.
But I was happy to see Stetson go that high. 4th round's a good pick. Leslie Lynn's in a good spot, and a good, Sean McVay's a good coach. So, and they're high on him. So, I'm sure he's going to get a nice contract. So, yeah, backup quarterback's a good spot to be.
Yep. Carry that clipboard or tablet these days. We'll still call it a clipboard.
And Stafford's been injury prone, so he's one play away from being on the field. So it'll be interesting. Vi texted me. Unfortunately, they don't go to Atlanta. They don't go to Jacksonville this year. But she's going somewhere. I think she's
going. Oh, I'm sure she'll go somewhere. I'm sure the Bennett family will go somewhere to watch Stetson.
I think they're going to Baltimore. I think is what she said. So.
Okay.
But they're happy. As I said, happy for them. It was a nice story Saturday to see them go that high. 4th round pick.
Okay. Well, go Stetson, go.
Yeah, Mel Kiper had some good things to say about it. But I was listening to AM 1370's Fox Sports over the weekend, and several of those guys were just
over the weekend. Well, those are the weekend guys. What do they know?
I mean, just wasted draft pick. Don't understand it. Da 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 da. Just, I was like, I had to change the channel.
We'll see what Dan Patrick has to say today between 9 and 12, and Jim Rohn 12 to 3, and Rich Eisen from 3 to 5, and then what Chuck Oliver has to say, because all he talks is college football from 5 to 7.
Yeah, I think Kirby helped him on right before draft, because they asked Kirby, he was on national TV, what are you going to get? And he told him, you're going to get a winner. Kids that played in a pro-style offense for 2 years, won 29 games, won 2 national championships, can read defenses with the best of them, elusive. So Kirby gave him a good endorsement, and I'm sure people know that Kirby Smart knows football, so that goes a lot longer. That has a lot more weight than these crazy people on AM 1370 talk shows talking trash. So
yeah,
happy for the Bennett family, happy for Stetson. Like I said, it was a nice selection, 4th round. It was good. Like I said, he went a lot higher than what most people thought he would.
And
go.
he couldn't have a better place to go with Matthew Stafford being there.
Right.
Yeah, it just he just
can show him the ropes. But like I said, what a great place to be. Like I said, when he gets done practice, he just walks over to the MGM studio lots and they write the script and movie. Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well, the NBA playoffs still going. What about that Curry, Steph Curry?
That was unbelievable.
50 points to be able to do that.
That was just amazing. And
50. No one's ever scored 50 points in a playoff game before.
In a game 7.
In a game 7, I mean. In a game 7.
I'm telling you, that was just fun to watch. I had a chance to watch that ball game because I like the Golden State Warriors. I like Steph and Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson had a terrible game. I mean, Steph wasn't getting any help except for the guy that was getting all the rebounds. But it was just a phenomenal performance. Fun to watch.
Yeah, he just put the team on his back and carried them. Yeah, and it didn't look like that they were going to win the series. They were down 3-1, 2-1, something like that, and came back and won the doggone thing. By winning the last few games. So Golden State's going to be taking on L.A., 2 California teams. They're going at each other, LeBron and Steph.
Yeah, Steph against LeBron. That should be fun.
Yeah, ought to be a good series. But I know you'll be pulling for Golden State.
I've been pulling for Golden State.
I know you'll pull for them all the way.
I like Steph Curry. I just like watching him shoot. It's just amazing. I mean, how far his range is. I mean, just something you've never seen in the NBA before. I mean, but he's just fun to watch. But that was a great performance. Steve Kerr, of course, his coach, told him after the locker room, the only other person he's seen put on performances like that is Michael Jordan when he played with Michael. So, But it was a great performance yesterday. Historic, 50 points in Game 7 to help his team advance on the road. But now they get the Lakers.
Okay. And so the Braves got rained out yesterday. The NASCAR race got rained out yesterday at Dover, Delaware, and they'll race today.
Right, that race starts
today. So if you wanted to see a NASCAR race on a Monday, they got it today because it got rained out yesterday. They must have had a lot of rain up there in that area up there. And geez, we had rain here, but man, it went on for all weekend long up there in the Northeast. So we're going to have a kind of a breezy mid-70s week most of this week. So sunshine. So it's going to be nice out there today for baseball.
It's supposed to be breezy. I wonder how the wind's going to affect the game.
It's supposed to be breezy today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. They're saying I'm saying breezy. They're saying windy. So somewhere along in there. But there's going to be some wind blowing out there today. Let's put it that way. And so I'm not sure which direction they'll be coming there on the field, but you'll find out when you get there this afternoon and see what's happening there with that first pitch at 4:00. Ought to be a good series out there between Wayne County and Perry. Today, first pitch at 4:00. So get to Howard Bowarn Field and support them Jackets. They need you out there. Be an intimidating crowd. Be that 10th man.
And if anybody was at the game or listening, like I said, there was a collision between our catcher and pitcher Logan Scarborough, and Logan had to leave the game after the collision. But checked with Coach McDonald the weekend. Logan's fine, so he's good to go. So if they need him on the mound today, he can pitch as well. 6'7" sophomore pitched well in relief. Palmer Land pitched well in relief again. Looked like we're going to win that ball game. Bases loaded.
I thought for sure we were going to pull it out.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Just couldn't get the key hit at the right time. So, but that's baseball. So we just have to regroup, win 2 today. But the last time we played Perry in the state playoffs, Perry won the first ball game and Wayne won the next 2. So maybe it was a good omen.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully a good crowd out there today. Like I said, no admission for game 1, so come on out and support the Yellow Jackets. And when Wayne County wins the second game, they'll just empty the ballpark and everybody will pay $7 to get back in. So should be a fun day today at the ballpark. No rain expected, though. That's the good news.
No, it's going to be a beautiful, sunny, breezy day today. 77.
And again, Wayne County gets the winner of the Cherokee Bluff Lovett series. That series was split over the weekend. So again, Cherokee Bluff's a 2 seed. If they win, they come to Howard Bowarn Field on Saturday. If Lovett wins and Wayne wins, we lost the coin flip again. We'd have to go to Lovett on Saturday. So pretty long trip. So see how that all plays out today.
Okay.
Hoping Cherokee Bluff's coming to Wayne County, Howard Bowarn Field on Saturday.
That would be nice. We got 2 games to win before then against Perry High School here at our Bourne Field today. And you said that the school board is meeting this morning?
It meets this morning at 9 a.m., going over that middle school athletic program. You know, like I said, the athletic director and assistant AD, J. Butch, I'd like to see them combined. So they're going to make their sales pitch today to the Board of Education, which makes the final decision. So
are they going to take the advice of their people who they've hired to run the athletic departments, the athletic director and assistant athletic director, or are they going to make their own decisions and not take the advice of their people they hired to run the athletic department?
That's a $64,000 question. I don't have the answer.
You'll find out this morning.
Do
we take the advice of the people we hired, or we go our own path?
We know one board member is not taking her advice because she's already stated she's voting against it. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm not sure they're going to make a decision today. They may just take the information.
Okay.
But at least they're going to listen to the people that are making the presentation and put all the information out and put their heads together and feel this is the best interest of the athletes and school system. So
yeah, and that's what you should do. But I'm sure that the coaches have done the same thing. You know, take a look at all the facts, decide this is the best way to go.
They laid out. We
laid it all out.
We had athletic director Justin McDonald here. He gave all the pros for it. So
I mean, it's amazing how some of the school board members may have made a decision without even talking to Justin or to J-Bo. I mean, how do you do that? How do you make a decision without talking to your athletic director and your assistant athletic director? It doesn't make sense. You know, you seem like you would talk to them and say, "Hey, tell me why you made these decisions, and let's talk eyeball to eyeball here, and you can tell me why you did it."
Does politics ever make sense?
Politics. I don't know why politics have anything to do with it.
We don't ever do what's right. We always try to do what's politically right. That's what the problem is. If you just do right, it's all good. So, but like I said, you think the common sense would be if you have an athletic director and assistant athletic director, and they say this is good for your school system, you say you'd rubber stamp it. But apparently, that's not the way it goes. So.
I don't see why politics have anything to do with it. I mean, you're going to have a 6th grade team, and you're going to have a 7th, 8th grade team. Yeah, not 3 teams, as somebody had mentioned at one time. It's only been 2. It's been 2 the whole time. Some 7th graders will play down. Some 7th graders will play up. And you're trying to put this together so when they get in high school, you got the guys playing together. They seem as a team. Plus, you got some of these guys that may be on the margin there that want to play because they're not playing against 6th graders playing against 8th graders.
Yeah. The 3 points I like. They said they're trying to get 6th graders not to play against 8th graders. They're trying to do away with the rivalry, and they're also got some teams like tennis and golf that can't field a team, and they're trying to field a team. So those are 3 points that I heard that resonated with me. So we'll see how it plays out. But it's good that they're at least going to have the people that made the presentation, made the proposal, going to make the proposal in person today at the board meeting. So see how it all plays out. And then they got executive session. They're supposed to make the announcement on who the Scriven Elementary principal is going to be. I know a lot of people waiting to hear that.
Okay. Are they people who've applied for that?
Yeah, right. They've done the interview process.
Already done the interview process.
All that's
taking
place.
They may select that principal for Scriven today.
They're expected to make the announcement today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Bob, we're out of time.
Good.
All right. Go Wayne County. All right. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup. And the world-famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO has been brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and by Oak Quinn & Associates.